the poem The Eagle, Alfred Lord Tennyson. Right? Now, in this poem, we are going to study some ferocious, dangerous, as well as beautiful, talented, skillful animal of nature. That is the eagle. Right? That is the eagle. The eagle is a, bird. Here in Sri Lanka, we do not find eagles. Eagle is a large bird, a serious killer in the world of the birds, as well as this eagle has a natural beauty, some wild, violent and wicked beauty. The eagle is beautiful, but at the same time, dangerous. Now you think of snakes. Some snakes are very beautiful, but at the same time, they are dangerous. Okay? Now, in this poem, we are going to discuss the eagle's natural beauty as well as its danger, ferocious nature. Danger, ferocious nature, fearful nature in hunting. I will show you a little video clip where a large eagle hunts a fish out of water. Okay? A large eagle hunts a fish out of water. You can never imagine how clever this eagle is. Can you see this picture? It's a short clip. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. That's one example for eagles hunting. One example. These types of eagles are not found in Sri Lanka. Right? Not found in Sri Lanka. In American soil, bald eagle is found. Is very famous. Right. Now we are going to discuss these talents, skillfulness, wild beauty from a poet's point of view. The poet is Alfred Lord Tennyson. Now Tennyson appreciates eagle's natural beauty, physical beauty, as well as hunting beauty, right? Now, this poem has only 2 stanzas. What do you call a stanza like this? I gave you an explanation in my previous discussion. What do you call a stanza like this? Yes,
Triplet.
very good. Triplet. Triplet. Now, this short poem, Eagle, is written in 2 triplets. What is a triplet? A stanza with 3 lines. A stanza with 3 lines. Triplet. Okay. Now let's discuss. First thing is to read the poem loudly. Read it with me. Don't worry about other people in your house. Right? Don't worry about other people in your house. The Eagle, Alfred Lord Tennyson. He clasped the crag with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands. Ringed with the azure world he stands. The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. He watches from his mountain walls, and like a thunderbolt, he falls. Again, he clasped the crag with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands. Ringed with the azure world he stands. The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. He watches from his mountain walls, and like a thunderbolt he falls. Right. We recite the poem in that way. You have to read the poem several times. Not only 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but several times. Then you will have some little bit of understanding. Right? After that, you can refer to the dictionary for the new words. From the dictionary, you can find out new words. Not from Malasekara dictionary. Refer to English dictionary. Don't use English single dictionary. You will never learn English. Refer to English dictionary. You will learn a new word. When you are going to study a new word, you will find another new word. In that way, you will develop your vocabulary, word power. Right. Now you can see the subject matter of the poem is the eagle. Subject matter. The story. The eagle. The poet is talking about an eagle. In these 6 lines, 2 triplets. Right. Now you can see the poet uses this pronoun he. Why? The poet is talking about an animal, a bird, but the poet is using a human pronoun. Human. Why? It's a technique, poetic device. What is that technique? Does anybody know it? I taught you that technique. Yes. One answer came. See the winner. Okay, Mudita, very good boy. Apurva, Manuli, you are also very good. What is that technique? Personification. Personification. Now the eagle is personified. Like what? Like a human character. Tennyson does not see the eagle as a bird. He notices the eagle as a human, a man. Where is this man? Right. Let's see that image. He clasped the crag with crooked hands. He means the eagle, personified eagle. Clasp. What is the idea of the word clasp? Clasp simply means hold. Hold strongly. For the moment, I will type this word because you are just beginners, right? You can write the meaning by the side of the poem. By the side of this side. What is the meaning of this word? Hold strongly. You hold something strongly with your fingers. Clasp. Clasp. He clasps. What does he clasp? The crag. What is crag? A rock, a stone, a piece of stone, piece of rock, crag, by the sea. This eagle is on a mountain. Imagine that picture. By the sea. That is the setting. The poet is on the land below. The poet is looking up. The eagle is up there on a mountain crag. Mountain crag. He is holding tightly, strongly this mountain crag. Now, what is the idea? This eagle is very powerful. The eagle is very strong. Put the comment. The big mountain is under eagle's control. That very big mountain is under eagle's control. Eagle is very powerful and authoritative. A-U-T-H-O-R-A-T-A-T-I-V-E. Authoritative. The poet next describes the type of hands the strong man has. What are the type of hands the strong man has? Now the eagle's hands, they are not soft hands. They are crooked hands. Crooked. What is the idea of crooked? Tough. Tough. Sometimes violent. Violent. V-I-O. Violent. Merciless. As well as ugly. Ugly hands. Your hands are ugly. They are violent. They are tough. They are strong. Right? That is the nature of eagle's hands. Now, what is the overall image? Visual image. A man with a strong hand, a man with violent hands. Actually, this eagle represents nature's beauty as well as nature's dangerous aspect. Nature. What is the theme of this poem? Nature. Nature is both dangerous. Nature is both not dangerous. Nature is good. Nature is bad. Nature has two qualities, goodness, badness. This eagle is symbolic of those two qualities. Eagle also has goodness. What is his goodness? Its beauty and talents in hunting. What is badness? He's a merciless killer. Merciless killer, no sympathy, no love for other animals. He kills animals. Right. Now you can see the idea of the first line is clear. The idea of the first line is clear. Read the line again. He clasped the crag with crooked hands. Right? He clasped the crag with crooked hands. Now you can see, right? You can see, or you can hear when reading this line, some rough noise. Clasp the crag with crooked hands. Clasp the crag with crooked hands. Clasp the crag with crooked hands. Read those words again. This rough sounds means eagle's roughness. How does the poet create those sounds? Roughness. Look at this letter C. Clasp. What is the sound? K. Crag. What is the sound again? K. Crooked. What is the sound again? K. Uk sound. K is a rough. Not very sweet sound. K. This repeated K sound. This K sound is repeated. It manifests implies eagle's rough qualities, rugged aspects. This is a technique, sound device. What do you call this sound device? Clasp the crag with crooked hands. Yes, Mudita, very good. What is the sound device? I taught you. We call the sound device assonance. Assonance. Why? Sorry, alliteration. Mudita, you are wrong. You made me wrong also. This is alliteration. Assonance is something else. This is alliteration. K, crag, crooked. The same consonantal sound is repeated. The same consonantal sound is repeated. This is alliteration. This is how the poet creates, depicts or implies the eagle's roughness. Okay. Now that is the idea of the first line. Now you can have a descriptive visual image of the eagle, where the eagle is, how he looks like. The eagle is on top of the mountain, and the eagle has very violent, rugged, rough hands. Okay. Second line. Close to the sun in lonely lands. close to the sun. The sun. The sun is another nature symbol. The sun. The sun means power. The sun means power. Symbolic meaning, connotative meaning. I taught you something like connotative meaning at the very beginning of the class. Do you remember? Hands up those who remember that word, connotative, denotative, fact and opinions I taught you. Nobody remembers. Very nice. One hand goes up. Hashan. The sun is symbolic of power. Note it down. The sun is symbolic of superiority. Superiority. S-U-P-E-R-I-O-R-I-T-Y. Superiority. One symbolic meaning of the sun. The sun has a superior power. Eagle also has a superior power. Why? He can get close. Close means go near. Fly near. Stay near the sun. But nobody can go there. Because the sun is very powerful and it will burn you into ashes. Even your ashes will be destroyed into atoms. Even atoms will be destroyed. Nothing will remain if you go to sun. Because the sun is so powerful. But this eagle can go there. Poet says, what is the idea? Tennyson says, both eagle and the sun have equal powers. Eagle is a tiny bird, small bird when compared with the sun, right? But the poet says, this eagle has a power, a great power, like the sun has. They are equal. Actually, this is not true. Therefore, this part of the line is a hyperbole. We call it hyperbole. What is hyperbole? Exaggeration. Is overestimation. යමක් ඕනෑට වැඩිය බොරු කියන. අතිශයෝක්තියට නගන. Hyperbole. Close to the sun is a hyperbole. Why? Because we know the eagle can never go to the sun. He will be destroyed. The poet is lying here, telling a lie here. Poetic lie. Poetic lie. We call it hyperbole. In lonely lands, in empty lands, the eagle is staying close to the sun, far away from the land. The eagle is a superior creature. That is the idea here. That's what Tennyson wants to say. The eagle is a superior creature, like the sun. Then, last line, ring with the azure world, he stands. The azure world. This is also a symbol. S-Y-M-B-O-L, symbol. What is the meaning? Azure means blue sky. Literal meaning is blue sky. Blue sky. Blue sky. That's the literal meaning. What is the connotative meaning? Implied meaning, freedom. Again, freedom, power, power. Assure world, freedom, power, authority, authority, right? Authority. Assure world. The eagle is in the azure world, in the vast blue sky. It's like a ring. This blue sky is like a ring above the eagle. Eagle is all alone there. This is eagle's power, authority. Eagle is a powerful bird in the sky, blue sky, in the azure world. Eagle is an authoritative character in the azure world, right? That is the idea. That is the idea of the last line. Okay. Now, let's go back to the 3 lines again. Now you have the idea. He clasped the crack with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands, ring with the azure world he stands. Now look at these words, hands, lands, stands. Do you see any similarity? Can we build up any similarity between these, between these words, or among the words? Hands, land, stands. Hands, land, stands. Hands, land, stands. You hear some sounds, common sound. Now you see this sound. Sound. Here's this is a poetic device, a sound device. What is that sound device? Mudita, Tinuri, Udit. Correct. What is that sound device? End rhyming. Now you can see Tennyson uses regular end rhyming. What do you call it? Regular end rhyming. There is some rhythm and order. Regular end rhyming. Regular end rhyming. Therefore, this poem is lyrical. Because of this regular end rhyming, a poem can be lyrical. Lyrical. Lyrical means musical. Musical. This poem has a musical quality. Please into the ear. He clasped the crack with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands. Ring with the azure world he stands. Musical. Some rhythm. Right. Because of this rhyming. Apart from rhyming, there is another technique, sound device used here. Right. What is that sound device? Clasp, crack, a, hands, a. Taking the sound created by a. clasp cracked hands. It is another literary sound device. Yes, Tinuri, Mudita. Yes, only these two respond. I don't know why others do not respond. අනිත් අය රෙස්පොන්ඩ් කරන්නේ නැත්තේ ඇයි දන්නේ නැහැ. පන්තියේ නැද්ද දන්නේ නැහැ. පළවෙනි කවියෙම බස් එකකින් විසි වුණාද? A sound. A sound means assonance. He clasped the crack with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands. Now, the poet uses three sound devices in this first stanza. What are the three sound devices? Enrhyming, alliteration, and assonance. These are tested at the examination. Yes, enrhyming, alliteration, and assonance. These things are tested at the examination. විභාගෙදි check වෙනවා. Right. Now that is the idea of the first stanza. Idea. Then let's go to the second one. The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls. Sea. Now you can see this picture, image. You can imagine the image, the sea. I told you, this mountain is situated close to the sea. Eagle is on this mountain. The sea is below the eagle. The eagle is up, the sea is down. Up and down. Up means superior. Down means not superior, inferior. Right? Up means powerful, down means not powerful. Up means strong, down means not strong. That is the idea here. Who is strong here? The eagle. Who is weak here, not strong? The sea. The poet says, the eagle is very strong, very big, very large, very powerful, authoritative, but the sea is small, weak, not strong. The sea. How does he say so? The wrinkled sea. Look at these words. The wrinkle. Wrinkles. What is the meaning of wrinkles? Wrinkles. Old human skin. Old human skin wrinkles. Old man's skin, it wrinkles. Now, what is the idea here? The wrinkled sea means the sea is compared to an old man with a wrinkled skin. Now, what is the idea here? The eagle is a young man, youthful person. The sea is a weak old man with wrinkled skins. Wrinkled skins. Now, who's the most powerful person here? The eagle. This is another hyperbole, another exaggeration. Crawls. Crawls means not walking. You walk on all fours. You walk on your hands and legs like an animal, like a dog, like a cat, like a snake, you crawls. The idea is this: the sea is very old, the sea is very weak, he crawls on his Ah, legs and hands. But the eagle is up there as a strong person. Strong person. Right. He watches from his mountain walls. What is the idea of mountain walls? Mountain walls. Ah, this mountain walls means a protective place, safe place, safe, protective, safe, protective place. Ah, walls. Walls means protection, right? Protection. Now your garden may have a wall around it, right? To protect your house and other property. Ah, this walls also means fortress. Fortress. What is fortress? Fortress is a place where kings and queens live. Fortress is a place where palaces situated. Sigiriya fortress, right? Sigiriya fortress. Gaul fortress. Jaffna fortress. Vijitapura fortress. You may have heard these words in your history. Now, these mountain walls means Eagle's fortress, where Eagle's palace is situated. He watches from there, from his fortress. What is the idea? What is the idea? The eagle looks like a king. The eagle looks like an emperor. Looking from his palace, looking from his fortress, down at the kingdom below. Eagle's kingdom is below. Now, poet means that this eagle looks like a king in a fortress. He's so powerful, so great, as well as dangerous. Kings are dangerous, dangerous rulers. That is the idea of he watches from his mountain walls, right? Mountain walls. Now you can understand the meaning of mountain walls. It has metaphoric meaning. Metaphoric meaning means power, authority, and protection. And also, the eagle is implied as a king. Eagle is implied as a monarch, M-O-N-A-R-C-H, monarch. Monarch means king. Monarch, M-O-N-A-R-C-H, monarch. And like a thunderbolt, look at the last line. Tennyson uses very effective device here. Very, very meaningful device to describe the eagle's character. What is that meaningful device? In the last line, and like a thunderbolt, he falls. Yes, Manuli, Mudita, Tinuri, you are correct. What is the device? Simile. Yes, Apurva, correct. Like a thunderbolt. It's a simile. I have taught you how to make similes, how to make metaphors. There are technical aspects, how to identify them, how to use them in sentences. I taught you. Like a thunderbolt. Now, eagle is compared to thunderbolt. What is thunderbolt? What is thunderbolt? Thunderbolt means lightning. 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 Lightning comes from the sky during rainy days. Thunder and lightning. This lightning is very dangerous. It will give you a fatal electric shock. Lightning means electricity. Large voltage is there. You will be killed instantly. Thunderbolt means the same. Thunderbolt or lightning. They are dangerous. Nature's dangerous aspects. I told you nature has goodness as well as badness. Now this is nature's badness. Lightning, thunderbolt, eagle. They are very harmful, dangerous to other people, other animals. Now this eagle is compared to a lightning, to a thunderbolt. What is the idea? He is a killer. Eagle is a killer. What killer? Fast killer. Quick killer. Right? He can quickly kill. Quickly kill other animals. Quick killer. Eagle kills. Eagle is very fast in action. Eagle is very dangerous in action, like a thunderbolt. Eagle comes from the sky like a thunderbolt. There is no mercy. There is no sympathy. Definitely he will kill. Right? But Tennyson does not say that fact. Therefore, he says eagle comes from the sky like a thunderbolt. We have to imagine. Thunderbolt means killing. Tennyson does not directly say his favorite bird is a killer bird, but he says a thunderbolt. He is like a thunderbolt. Yes. You have to imagine what thunderbolt means. Thunderbolt means killing, danger. Indirectly he says, he falls. Now look at this word. Tennyson says, eagle falls. No, eagle does not fall from the sky. Eagle swoops. We use that word. Swoops from the sky like a rocket. Like a rocket, thunderbolt, he comes down from the sky. Like an arrow, he comes from the sky. He's very fast in action. But Tennyson says, he falls. Why? Tennyson does not want to say, eagle comes down to hunt. Eagle just falls and other animals get caught in his talons. Talons, T-L-O-N-S, talons. Talons means these claws, fingers. Eagle has sharp talons. They are his hunting tools. Now Tennyson says, my bird does not hunt. He just falls from the sky and other animals, those foolish animals, they get caught in his talons. My bird has nothing to do. He's very innocent. Falls. He hides the eagles. he hides the eagle's killing aspect, merciless aspect, violent aspect. Therefore, this is also a poetic device. We call it euphemism. Euphemism. What is the meaning? Hiding, hiding, hiding the unpleasant, hiding the unpleasant aspect, nature, quality. Aspect means quality. Euphemism. Now, what does Tennyson hide here? He hides the eagle's merciless nature by using he falls. Actually, real word is he hunts. Instead of falls, Tennyson could have used the word hunts. But he does not use that word hunts because he wants to hide that eagle is not a hunting bird. Eagle is not a hunting bird. How does he hide it? He uses a euphemism. What is the euphemism? False. False. Right. Eagle falls on his prey. P-R-E-Y, prey, the other animal. Now, in this way, Tennyson describes eagle's beauty, his talent, skills, his power, but he also hides eagle's danger, eagle's wickedness, eagle's violent nature. He appreciates the superficial beauty, talents, power of the eagle. At the same time, indirectly, he mentions this eagle is not so good bird. He has some badness, wickedness in his hands. He's a killer. Right. Now, in this way, through this bird eagle, Tennyson tells us something about nature. What is that message, theme? Dual quality or aspect, dual aspects of natural world or nature. Dual aspect of natural world or nature, right? Through the eagle. Through the eagle. What are these dual aspects? Double quality. Nature's goodness, and badness, nature's goodness and badness, right? Nature's benevolence, in other words, and benevolence means goodness. Nature's benevolence and malevolence. Right? Badness, malevolence, cruelty. Malevolence means cruelty. Benevolence means sympathy, kindness, goodness, benevolence. Malevolence means cruelty, violence, right? The other dual aspect is nature's beauty. Ah, nature's beauty. Nature's beauty and violence. Ah, nature's beauty and violence. Right. That is the idea of this poem. Simple theme. Now, theme. Theme associated with nature. We are discussing only the themes associated with nature. We do not discuss other themes because at the examination, you are questioned only about these themes. Right? Violence is spelling wrong. Correct it. violence. Violence. Right. Now I think you have some simple idea, brief idea about the first poem you have to study. The Eagle. Eagle is a short lyrical poem. Short, lyrical. Now you know the meaning of the word lyrical. Lyrical poem, right? Because it has all common sound devices. Rhyming, alliteration, assonance. Therefore, it's lyrical. It has regular rhyming pattern. Okay, what is the rhyming pattern of this poem? Now we say regular rhyming. Then what is the regular rhyming pattern? What is the regular rhyming pattern? We have discussed it in earlier classes. What is the rhyming pattern of this short lyrical poem? One answer came. Let's see. Two answers. Rhyming pattern. Only Udit. My boy Udit is correct. What is the rhyming pattern? I told you. A, again A. That is the pattern. A. You see, hands, land, stands. They all end with the same sounds. Therefore, you can put some letters to identify the sound. When you put the letter, you find the same letter. Same letter. Because the same sound is repeated. A sound is repeated. Therefore, the rhyming pattern is A, not the end rhyming. End rhyming is the technique. Technique is different from pattern. Please don't misunderstand. End rhyming technique with the pattern of A. Now it's clear? End rhyming as a technique with the pattern of A, O, B, O, 1. Anything else? Right? That is the rhyming pattern. Now, I think you have got a simple idea of your very first poem, The Eagle. Now let's read it again. With the idea in our mind, the images in our mind, we have various imagery in our mind. Now you can see an eagle, you can see a sea, you can see a huge mountain, you can see a little poet, you can see the sun, you can see and hear the thunderbolt. You hear the thunderbolt, you can see it. Now, what you see is visual image, right? Write down. What we see is called, what we see is called a visual image. Visual image. What we hear, what we hear, here, what we hear means an auditory image. Auditory image. Auditory image, visual image. Now in this poem, you have both images. What are the visual images? What you see in this poem? You can see the eagle. You can see the eagle. You can see the sea. You can see a fortress, a huge mountain. You can see the sun. You can see the blue sky. They are visual images. What are the auditory images? What you hear. Now, what do you hear? Thunderbolt, lightning. You can see lightning, that is visual image. You can hear lightning, thunderbolt, that is auditory image. Auditory, listening, hearing, auditory image. Image means picture. What is the idea of image? Picture. Now, when you read the poem, you have an overall picture of an eagle seated on high mountain, looking down at the sea. He is waiting for his prey, waiting for time to hunt. It is the situation, and poet describes it using his poetic language, giving us some implied idea about nature. Right, implied idea about nature. Now let's read the poem again once. He clasped the crack with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands. Ring with the azure world he stands. The wrinkled sea beneath him crawls, he watches from his mountain walls, and like a thunderbolt he falls. You can easily remember these 6 lines. Easily remember, keep them by heart if you like. Then you can recite it at the examination when you are answering questions. Because you have some, you must have some practice lines to insert, put into your answering. Then you are given high marks for your quotations. Quotations. Okay, read the poem again and again with the meaning in your mind, and the more you read, the more you will understand. The more you read, the more you will understand.